Your pet would like to have a word with you. In fact, your dog, cat, bird, horse, fish, even bearded dragon would like to have an entire conversation with you. But having that trans-species discussion is difficult without an interpreter or go-between, a specifically skilled individual who's been communicating with our animal friends for more than 3 decades, bridging gaps in understanding, elevating relationships, building peace and harmony among all Earth's creatures. That person is Suzan Vaughn, the Animal Whisperer.
In this episode, Effective Parenting for a Devoted Dog Mom. Wendy is a caring, loving, and devoted mom to her sweet dog Mango, a chihuahua poodle mix the color of oatmeal. Mango came to her as a rescue, so Wendy wanted to get some clarity on a few fear issues. Her concerns included Mango's behavior in the car, at the dog park, other activities they shared, food she liked, and questions about how to make their life more peaceful and fulfilling. In our conversation, we uncovered several interesting points of view from Mango, but all were enlightening to both of us. The first issue, Mango did not want to come when called. When Wendy spotted danger, she was scared and nervous that Mango would be hurt. When I asked Mango if she understood the communication, come, her interpretation was something entirely different.
When I tell her to come, she runs away because she thinks we're playing chase. And that just scares me because in a case of emergency, I think that could just be very dangerous.
Mango's idea of the command come was that she would run away and Wendy would come to her, because that's what Wendy did. She called come and then ran after the little dog. So Mango told me, when my human mom says come, I run away, and she comes to where I am. I knew the communication would be very helpful, but I felt it couldn't hurt to offer this food-motivated pooch something more for doing the right thing. So what we want to have happen is for you to stay still and possibly have a little treat.
Okay.
Really a high-value treat, you know.
She's not a good treat dog, but I'll try to bring something of higher value.
This has to be a little meat.
Yeah, she likes meat. Yeah.
Yeah. I let Mango know that the command come meant she needed to come to Wendy instead of waiting for Wendy to come to her or running in the other direction. And I advised Wendy to practice the command at home before being out in a place where she felt there were potential dangers. That way, she could practice with no stress in her voice, and a calm voice is always a more successful approach. The next area of inquiry was Mango's relationship with the car. She loved going places, but was reluctant to get into the car when it was time to go. When I shifted into the little dog's body and felt the car moving, I felt nauseated. Mango experienced motion sickness. Some of my favorite natural remedies for motion sickness in dogs are on my blog at animalwhisperer.net. Mango was often confused about what Wendy wanted. Because she loved the little dog so much and wanted Mango to enjoy life, she had no rules for Mango to follow. Many human companions feel that loving their animal means allowing him or her to do whatever they want. But animal companions look for guidance and often come to be with us to learn how to be good domestic companions. So when the two of them got into the car, Mango had no direction as to what was the right behavior and what was the incorrect behavior.
She also is very reluctant to sit in the car seat, and I don't know if, when she was a puppy, it was fine. She's crawling around. It doesn't matter. But now that she's a bigger, full-size dog, when she sits up in my steering wheel, she's in my line of vision, and then we're both blind driving a car. So it's becoming really dangerous. And so I want her to sit in the car seat, but I think maybe because she's nauseated, she tends to walk around. So I don't know how to combat that.
Where's the car seat at?
In the passenger seat.
In the passenger seat. Okay, just a moment. Is she restrained or restricted in that seat, like seat belt or?
She won't sit in it. She'll just sit in my lap. And then when we're on long distance, she'll lay on my lap, which is fine. But it's when she's anxious and she's walking around, wants to be out the window and then wants to be on the steering wheel and then puts her head in the steering wheel. She's all over the place. So I just want her to be calm in the car because we are there for quite a while when we're in a car, 30 minutes to 2 hours.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell her.
Okay.
Okay. She doesn't relate to that seat at all. I
I
mean,
know.
yeah. She says, well, no, my mom and I sit in her lap.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So I guess you haven't been, insistent or,
Mhm.
she's like, that seat is over there and I'm over here. That's how it is. So I told her, well, it's okay if you don't walk around or move around in the car. She says, well, I have to move around because I get a little stiff in the same position.
Hmm.
So I told her, well, in that case, you need to sit over in the other seat.
Uh-huh.
But she doesn't have there's no rules about it.
Yeah.
You
That's
know, if there are rules, then we need to get more clear about what those are because she says, well, my mom just says it's okay, it's okay. So she gets the idea, it's okay.
it's
That's what
okay.
she's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
Fair.
going to say, no, sit there. No, stay there. No, sit in the back. And you can cordon off the back,
Yeah.
but you don't have you need some rules about it.
Yeah.
My conversation included family members that Wendy thought Mango didn't like. Mango told me that one person in the family liked to mess with her, showing me an image of someone intimidating the dog by flashing their hands at her. Scary movement for a rescue dog. Wendy also asked if Mango would be okay staying at her mom's house while she traveled. The scary man also lived there. Mango said she would adjust, but she preferred her own home amid familiar surroundings. The question about another dog companion came up for Mango, and her answer was definitely no thank you. But she relayed that a cat companion might be nice. She said she wasn't at all bored, and that she didn't care for very many dogs. But she did say she was easily bored by plush toys in particular. Next, we checked on Mango's favorite foods. She told me it was all about protein and that she could use more of it.
That's all she cares about. She likes bully sticks. She likes little duck treats. She likes
Yes.
little chicken dried air fried chickens.
Yes,
Like
perfect.
like meats. Everything is
Yes.
meat. Like she's a
Right.
total carnivore. That's all she eats. So her diet, I finally found I've gone through every single product on the market. And the only thing she's eating now is I'll boil chicken breasts or make ground beef with a little bit of carrot and put Dr. Marty's like little dog food in it. And she's eating that up. But I'm hoping this is like her diet now because she'll eat anything for like a couple weeks and then she's done with it. And then I'm like
Oh,
scrambling again.
that's fantastic. A couple things that you could consider adding: scrambled eggs,
Yep.
plain yogurt. Plain yogurt is a real good probiotic and also high protein. So the other thing is introduce a few other vegetables.
Yeah.
The top thing for dogs is going to be green bean, broccoli, potato, sweet potato, yam.
Uh-huh.
Um, and you could try her out on a few other things that's slightly steamed in with that ground beef, but that's fantastic. Here's what a dog needs: 55% meat, fish, or poultry protein,
Okay.
30% vegetables, 15% minerals.
Okay.
Mango also felt a bit itchy, so I suggested adding a few drops of good oil, like pure salmon oil, to her dinner. The next question: how did Mango feel about going to the groomer? The little dog sent me a feeling of being quite nervous. I explained what the groomer was all about, and how her human mom had especially selected a groomer that only handled one dog at a time so she would feel more at ease. She says it's really not about the groomer. I don't like things all over my face like that. I don't like the water. I feel like I could drown at any moment.
Oh no.
I don't like the sound of the buzz. I don't like the clipping. I don't like any of that. So let me
Hmm.
just tell her why.
Okay.
Okay. She says, well, I understand, but that doesn't mean I like it anymore. I introduced Wendy to Tellington Tea Touch to help Mango with anxiety, and then we moved on to the dog's fears whenever the doorbell rang.
The person below us always rings a doorbell and she goes wild. And then now, if she sees an animal on the TV, she goes wild, which she's never had before. So I don't know what changed all of a sudden, but she's very sensitive to that also.
And are you telling her it's okay, it's okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm. She didn't
No.
care.
No, she's thinking it's okay.
Oh, no. I say
No,
no. I
she's
tell her
very,
no.
very literal.
Oh, yeah. I said
Okay.
don't. I was
So
like, it's
say
okay. We
no,
don't
be
need to.
calm.
Yeah.
No, be calm.
Be calm. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing, because it's like in the middle of the night, she just walks and then I think she like gets comfortable somewhere else. And then I think she's cold. So I put a blanket on her. It's just like this whole dance.
Okay. So here's the deal. I mean, for me, I do not want my dog walking on me while I'm trying to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just tell her no and put her to the side.
Okay.
Okay. Or something. She needs a lot more clear guidelines.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of an easy mom.
I know. And she's just, I love her so much. Like she could do no wrong. So like everything she wants, I give her. And I know it's the wrong approach, but it
Well,
just,
you know what happens with kids? It's the same thing with dogs. You know, they have no limits and then they're a terrible citizen in the world, you know? Well, you just tell her, no, you lay over here while I'm sleeping.
okay.
And then your mind pictures will match that and she'll understand a lot better.
Okay.
She says, I'm here to teach you how to be firm in your boundaries. Are you planning to be a mom or?
Mm-mm.
Because a lot of people, they're in practice for that. So this is your momhood right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
very much so.
So that's the same. I'm teaching her how to be a good mom.
Uh,
Um, I'm asking my higher sources, should I say this? Because the the kids in my family who have no boundaries are the most messed up kids.
yep.
The kids who made their own decision, the kids whose mom said whatever you want to do,
Yep.
and that's what you're practicing.
Yeah.
So you're practicing the no, and it's a loving thing. It's the
Yeah.
most loving thing you can do
Yeah.
because she's trying to learn how to be a good domestic companion, she says. And
Mm.
I've picked Wendy to help me learn how to be
Oh,
best domestic companion I can be.
okay.
And my favorite things are still being with her out in nature. And finally, Wendy got the idea that Mango was on high alert when she was home and relaxed when she wasn't there.
Okay. And then does she like, I feel like she likes when I go away to work so she can relax and stay and sleep in the bed and stuff like that. I feel like when I'm here all day long, it actually gives her anxiety because she feels like every time I move, she's like, where are you going? Da, 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 da. And I don't know if it like causes her discomfort when I'm here too long of the day.
No,
No.
she's just trying to learn what it is, what you need, what her role is, what's okay to do, what's not okay to do. So she's on a heightened sense of learning when you're there. That's all.
Okay. So
Yeah.
she's okay. Okay.
All of the people who come to me to communicate directly with their animals love their companions dearly. They come from the heart. It's good to balance that with coming from the head at times, as we teach and learn from one another. The human's focus is almost always on how to make the lives of their animals better. It's a bonus to receive information about what you've come together with a particular animal to learn, as they serve us in our own evolution, moving forward toward a greater understanding here in physical existence. In many cases, teaching our animal companions how to be a good citizen through boundaries and loving correction is exactly what they're teaching us to do. When your animal can, quote, do no wrong, it's appropriate to have a look at that.
For more episodes in the series, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. To learn all about Suzan Vaughn and her services, visit her website at animalwhisperer.net. Be part of the community by subscribing to her Facebook page, animalwhisperer.net. Then sign up for Suzan's newsletter to enjoy more of her fascinating animal-human communication stories. So, until next time, join Suzan as she talks to the animals on The Animal Whisperer.